Alright, so we're just going to quickly go over the patient data box up here and what the information means. So starting at the top, we have the stage of breath here. So depending if the patient's inspiring or exhaling, it will let us know. So while obviously it's exhaling, let's say exhale. So if we take a breath, we'll see that that changes to spontaneous breath. Now, the only other option for this to say is that it's a timed breath. So you can, on BiPAP mode, set a backup respiratory rate. Remember, this is for spontaneously breathing patients, so that's not ideal. So what you'd like to see is that the patient's taking a spontaneous breath followed by a nice exhalation. The next data button there is the rate. That's how many breaths the patient's taking per minute, very simple. VT is your tidal volume, so that's the volume being delivered with each breath. And then this one is your expiratory volumes per minute, so that's how many litres per minute the patient's expiring. PIP here is the peak inspiratory pressures, so that's what the machine detects at the peak of inspiration as the maximum pressure pushed back. Over here we have patient leak. This is a really good one to help identify if you've put the mask on correctly. So a normal patient leak should be anywhere between 7 to 25 litres a minute. If it's below 7, then you need to think about, is my mask too tight? If it's above 25 litres, is my mask too loose? Is it the wrong size? And try and troubleshoot. Here you have the patient-triggered breaths. That's a percentage. So how many of the breaths are being delivered by the machine versus the patient? Once again, I want to reiterate this should be used for spontaneously breathing patients. So that should often be 100%. And then this one here, the TI total, that one is something that's not often used by us, but basically it's an inspiratory time divided by the total cycle time over the last 8 breaths. So something not that useful to myself on my day-to-day job. So yeah, that is just a very quick summary of what we're looking at the top there.